All right, and here's the last one, the last example for this section. And so here, we're going to do everything all together. So we've talked about C, that goes up or down. We talked about B, goes left to right, goes opposite of what you think. We know A shrinks or expands the function. If it's greater than 1, it's going to make it shrink. If it's between 0 and 1, it's going to expand. And we talk about the negative in front, if that makes it flip or not, or if it stays the same. So now we're going to put all that together and we're going to graph out these last two functions. So this first function is f of x equals negative 2, and we have x plus 3 squared, quantity squared minus 4. And here again, we're going to tell the parent function. We're going to list all the transformations, and then we're going to graph it. So again here, with that, we know the squared tells us what type of graph we're dealing with. So we know we're talking about quadratic. So we know it's quadratic. And so now we're going to start dealing with our transformations. So we have this transformation here, have something going on right here, have something right here, and something right here. And again, I like to go from the back to the front. So here we have a negative 4. So that means we know it goes up or down. So it goes down 4. We know this one goes opposite of what you think. So it's going to go left 3. This is a positive 3 right there. Sure we can see that. It's a positive 3. All right, then the 2 is greater than 1, so it's going to shrink. And then we flip it. Okay, so now we graph it out like we've been talking about it. Nothing brand new here. Nothing brand new. All right, so we know we're dealing with our quadratic function. That's the first thing. So we graph the parent graph. So we know that's the parabola. Okay, so we got the parent graph going on there. All right, so now we start making our transformations. So here we're going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we went down 4. And then we're going to go again to the left 3. So take that point and go to left 3. Alright, so we're going to shrink it first. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and shrink it first. So with it, we know the parabola just normally goes like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it smaller. We're going to just shrink it in. We're going to bring it in. So normally it's like this, U, shape like that. We're just going to bring it in. So that's how we shrink it. We bring it in. All right. So we bring it in. And sorry, it should be a dotted one because we haven't flipped it yet. Okay, so we brought it in, shrinks. And now what we need to do, sorry, we got that one, we got that one, we got the shrink. Now we need to flip it. So in other words, make sure it opens down instead of opening up. And so that should be easy to do. Just bam, flip it down. Bam, flip it down. All right, so again, went down. That's right, in words. Went down 4. To the left 3. Yeah. Then we shrunk it. Then last but not least, just flip it over the x-axis, or flip it. it down. Bam. And so that way everybody can see it. So again, we went down 4, went to the left 3. So we went down 4 and directly to the left 3. We didn't stop and pass go or whatever. Went down 4, went to left 3. Then we shrunk it. And that's what this part was right here. This was to shrink. And then this part right here was the flip. And so with this, again, please, 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 please don't do this as you go down 4 and you graph it out. Then you go over to left 3 and then graph it out. And then you go here and shrink it and graph it out. And then you do a flip and then graph it out. There are not 4 different graphs. There's one graph that's at the very end. So this is the final graph that we need to see with everything done together. Please don't do individual things and then say that's your answer. No, put everything together. And that last one, the solid one, is your final graph. All right, and then we have one more we're going to do. B. I like this. Let me do this one in green. Yeah, right there. You can't see that, sorry. Let's bring it down. B. And this is our function here. And this, I threw this in just to see if you can get it and make sense to you, because there should be stuff that's less stuff in here to do. Should be less stuff in here for you to work on. So, first off, what is the name of the function? And we have bars right here. So, this is considered the absolute value bar, the absolute value function. Right, and then start doing our transformations. So here we go up 3. We go opposite again. So instead of us going left, we're going to go right. And with that 1, what does the 1 tell us? Does it tell us that we go ahead and just shrink it or expand it, or we flip it, or what do we do? Because the only thing we talked about was when it was greater than 1 or between 0 and 1, but not equal to 1. So with this, since it's equal to 1, we don't do anything. We just leave it just like that. There's no negative, so we don't flip it. So we keep it just like that. Booyah. Simple, easy, not hard. We got it. So that's really all you have to do. And now just graph it out. Just do your graph and do your dance and do your graph. Do your dance because you are finished. Bam, bam, finished. All right, so parent graph first off. Okay, so that was the first thing we did. All right, then we make our transformations. All right, so here we're going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go over 2. And then just going to graph it out, because we don't expand it, we don't shrink it, we don't flip it, we just leave it like that. And that's it. That is your final graph. That's all you got to do. That's it. That is graphing transformations. So you're going to need to make sure that you know your parent graphs. You need to make sure you know what the transformations are going on with it. And then you're done. You're set. You should be able to do this. So again, know those graphs and the parent functions inside that foldable that we did. Know them, know them, know them, know them, know them. And also know the transformations. All right. Take care.